Now, Marcus Rashford will be unveiled as a Barcelona player tomorrow in a season-long loan move. The last Englishman to play for Barcelona was Gary Lineker. He believes Rashford has a real chance to impress at the Nou Camp.
I think he'll do great. He seems to be in the right frame of mind, and this is I think it's such a great challenge for him. Yes, they've got brilliant players, and it'd be tough to play regularly, but you know, there's so many games that they play now, and they've got a front three, obviously Rafinha and Lewandowski and Yamal, but you can't play three players every game in and out, and Lewandowski's, he's past his best really now. I mean, it's remarkable what he's still achieving at his age. So I think it's a good signing for Barcelona as well. And if Marcus at his best, it's unbelievable.
Can he rediscover that best form? We saw glimpses of it again at Villa, didn't we?
Well, let's look at what's happened to the players that have left Manchester United recently. The players that you thought, oh, they're really struggling. They've done unbelievably well. Unbelievably well everywhere else. So there's something at Manchester United at the moment that's a little bit rotten. And the players that have got away from that have generally succeeded. So I suspect Marcus, like we saw even at Villa, he was terrific. And I think he can do the same sort of thing for Barcelona. Very much hope so.
So Marcus Rashford is in Barcelona, and so is our reporter Gary Cottrell, waiting to speak to us. Good to see you, Gary. Right, how long before Rashford is officially a Barcelona player?
Within the next 24 hours, I think you'll find that it will be announced. We'll see those images of him with the president, with the sporting director, with the coaching staff, with his new shirt. What number will be on that shirt? Well, that's, of course, the centre of speculation. It certainly will be around about this time tomorrow, after lunch, before dinner, about tea time, and then he'll get to meet the media. About 30 sets of media are already ready, waiting to go and see him, to hear him speak about what is, he's made it clear, the dream for him. It's the club that he wanted to come to. He was turning down all other offers, wasn't he? And he's been here since Sunday. He was at the training ground yesterday, meeting his new teammates, looking at the facilities. He was at the training ground again today. And we know he was because we've been getting a little bit of a clue. The local football newspapers here have picked up on a TikTok post where somebody who shouldn't have has got some vision of Marcus Rashford posing there with an iconic piece of England, a box, a telephone box. So clearly that is photographs that the club are taking down at the training ground, and they will be part of the unveiling tomorrow. They've gone with the telephone box. Can't see what shirt number he's got on there, but the speculation is that it could be 19. Now, he wore 19 in his early days at Manchester United. He can't wear the number 10 that he wore at Manchester United. That's taken. He wore number 9 at Aston Villa last season. He can't wear that because that's taken. Otherwise, it could be the number 14. I'm told it is going to be an iconic number of some kind. Number 14, of course, associated with Johan Cruyff. He never wore 14 in Barcelona, but it's a number that you very much associate with a man who you very much associate with Barcelona. So, yeah, he's here. He's getting ready with the phone box for those unveiling pictures and to talk to the media around about this time tomorrow.
Gary, whenever you say the words Barcelona and transfer in the same sentence, there's always a complication. Is there going to be this time?
There always is, and it's always the same complication. It certainly has been for the last few seasons here at Barcelona. The very, very strict La Liga financial rules. They've got a 1-to-1 rule here, so you can't spend more than you bring in. If you're bringing in X amount of money, you can only spend X amount of money on wages and transfers, and they overspent last season yet again, Barcelona. We've seen it before, haven't we? So at the moment they can't register Marcus Rashford. There's a few other players in the camp in the same situation. So at the moment, although they will see him signing, we expect, as I say, tomorrow evening, and although he will travel off on Thursday to the Far East for the pre-season tour, he can't be registered. So as things stand, he can't play in La Liga, in the domestic cups, in the Champions League. But we've seen it before. They will find a way around it, either by selling players, by sending wages out on loan, by selling some of the executive boxes in the new stadium, which is still being built. They do find ways, Barcelona, to solve this issue. But yet again, Barcelona spending money, big wages, don't forget. that they haven't really got at the moment to spend.
Man United player who has played a key role in Bryan Mbeumo's transfer decision amid Tottenham interest. One Manchester United star has played a major role in Bryan Mbeumo preferring a move to Old Trafford rather joining Tottenham. United reportedly remain confident of signing $60 million, rated Brentford star Bryan Mbeumo this summer, despite Tottenham's interest following the appointment of Thomas Frank as head coach. Mail Sport reported last week that Brentford had rejected a $55 million bid from the Red Devils for Mbeumo. And they face increased competition for the winger after Tottenham opened talks with the Bees last week. However, his preference remains United, with one of his Cameroon teammates having continued to encourage him to make the move. That man is goalkeeper Andre Onana, who is expected to remain at the club despite a difficult campaign. One Red Devils player has been playing a major role in convincing Mbeumo to join Tottenham's. Attempts to hijack a deal came after the appointment of Frank as their new head coach on a 3-year deal. The Dane had brought a teenage Mbeumo to Brentford from Troyes and over time nurtured him into one of the most exciting attacking talents in the Premier League. Mbeumo offered a glowing assessment of Frank and his influence on him when on the F1 grid walk at the Canadian Grand Prix. The forward expressed confidence Frank will prove a success at Tottenham, while he admitted speculation over his own future was a new situation for him. "It is a bit new for me, I would say. I think it can be the life of a footballer and you need to accept it," Mbeumo told Sky Sports. "He's Frank done so much for me, he literally trusted me from the start. He developed me as a human and a player as well. So I can only wish him all the best, and I'm sure he's going to do well. He's really smart. He knows where he wants to bring the team, how he wants to play. I think he's been fantastic for Brentford. I think he's going to have some time to adapt, obviously. Champions League games, more expectations, as you said, but I'm sure he's going to do well." It comes despite Mbeumo speaking glowingly about new Tottenham boss Thomas Frank. Mbeumo has emerged as a Premier League star under Frank's management at Brentford. He knows how to talk to people, he knows how to build a group, and that's why we've been playing so well. Despite Mbeumo's endorsement of Frank, the Manchester Evening News reported that Man United remain confident of beating Tottenham to the signing of the Cameroon star. The report claims the Red Devils believe they can secure his signing, with Mbeumo having told Confidence he only wants to join Man United, despite the potential to reunite with Frank at Tottenham and play Champions League football. Since joining for a £5.8 million transfer fee, Mbeumo has scored 70 goals in 242 games for Brentford, including 42 in 136 Premier League matches. Mbeumo thrived following the departure of Ivan Toney last summer, with the forward enjoying his best Premier League campaign to date. The 25-year-old scored 20 goals and provided 8 assists in the top flight last season. Mbeumo would provide Man United with much-needed firepower after Ruben Amorim's side scored just 44 goals in the Premier League last season, the second lowest of any non-relegated side.